6-string drop B tuning. I'll show you how I built mine, and if I can do it, any lonely son of a bastard grandparent can do it. All you need is an S-style or Strat-style guitar body with a 2 3/16 neck socket. Don't get me wrong, my ChugCaster is a true Frankenstein of guitars because, you see, I didn't have an S-style guitar laying around that I wanted to sacrifice, but I did have a vintage Kramer body sitting on a shelf. It needed a new bridge, a paint job, and some finish, but it did have the correct socket for the neck. It would have been much easier just to go buy a Baritone guitar, but anything worth its salt starts at $600. So I more or less resolved to just deal with the tuning problems using a standard guitar for drop tuning. Until I saw this. There is a seller on eBay who is building one-piece hard maple baritone necks, 28.629 scale. This would bolt on to your Stratocaster or any other S-style guitar. He was selling this for $110 plus $17 shipping, complete with frets, truss rod, and 2 coats of lacquer. For an extra $50, he would crown and polish the frets and cut in a bone nut as well. Bolt it on, add tuners, and you have yourself a very rich sounding guitar, even if you're not summoning demons with satanic riffs. Even though this guitar turned out great for me, I don't want to give you the impression that it was easy. It was by no means easy. First of all, I had to perform reconstructive surgery on the Kramer body. Not only did it not have a bridge, it had no place to mount, and then I had to paint and refinish the whole top of the guitar, and then rewire it. Secondly, because I had a spare Gibson Tune-o-matic bridge and tailpiece laying around, I decided to use them. Well, I guess the best way to learn to make a guitar is to ruin one. I learned too late that the Gibson neck and bridge height is much higher than the S-style Fender. So, out goes the Tune-o-matic, and in goes a hardtail bridge. Oh yes, and then we have to cover up the damage. But on a brighter note, if you already have a Strat or Strat-style guitar, chances are good that this neck or other quality replacement will drop in with just minor adjustments. There are some important things to be aware of beforehand though, such as the size of the holes of the tuners you plan to use. Make sure your tuner machines can accommodate the gauge of the lowest string. I'm using 52s here. That was no problem for my Spurzl locking tuners. There are some other things you should definitely be familiar with before you even consider doing this. There's a great how-to article online by Premier Guitar. It is a must-read. Not only could it potentially save you hundreds of dollars and lots of wasted time, but you might even avoid the urge to drywall screw your head to the nearest door frame. But if you're in my situation or you're starting from scratch and building your guitar, you'll have to know how to find the scale length and use that to calculate where the bridge is going to go. There are plenty of YouTube videos and other resources that help you on the internet with all of that. And leave me a comment and I'll try to point you in the right direction. Like I said, my guitar turned out really well for me and virtually no tuning or intonation problems. times, and I learned a lot. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and good luck building your ChugCaster.